Hey guys, Sky said. Do you want to come to the park with me? I've got some of my best friends in the whole world coming today. Do you want to see? From Paw Patrol? Of course we do, Sky. Take us over. So Sky could fly over to the bottom of the slide. But I wonder which friends would come. Would it be her Paw Patrol friends? Of course. So in came Marshall. Wow, you're looking great today, Sky, said Marshall. And the slide's looking fantastic too. I can't wait to get on it. But who would be next? Of course, it's Rubble. And Rubble said, "Oh, I remember building these slides in this park and the swings. It was lots of fun." And Chase said, "I remember looking after this park and making sure it's safe for everyone. So come on then, guys, let's get on and play." So Marshall went up the slide and down he went. Woo! Loads of fun. Come on, Sky, it's now your turn. But Sky could fly up to the top. So she puts her wings in and down she goes. Woohoo! Loads of fun, said Sky. But who would be next? Of course, it's Rubble. Come on, Rubble, go. So they get a closer look and we'll see Rubble going down. Come on, Rubble, go. But Rubble was a little bit scared. That was a lot more fun than I thought. And Chase came in and said, "Come on, guys, let's go on the swings." So Marshall and Chase went on the swings. But Chase swung too fast and he fell off. "Oh no." "It's okay, I'm fine," said Chase. "That was lots of fun. Come on, Chase." And Sky. So Sky went on the swings with Rubble. And back and forth she swung. "Wee-hee, loads of fun," Rubble said. "Watch you don't fall off," said Chase. So after being on the swings for a little bit too long, it was time to get off and go home. And they was all headed off to different places. Sky was going home, Rubble was going to get his tractor at the construction site, Marshall was going to the fire station, and Chase was going to the police station. But Sky said, "Thanks guys for coming. I really like spending time with you. Having special friends like you is what life's all about." At the Gotham City Jail, don't forget to subscribe. The evil Lego Joker had stolen Paw Patrol's Chase's police car. Oh no! But the Joker said, "Come on, bad cop." And it looked like the bad cop had stolen a tractor. But whose tractor would it be? "It's only Paw Patrol's Rubble's tractor." "Great job," said Joker. "We managed to seize these vehicles without them catching us." But out of nowhere, the Joker could see Chase and Rubble running towards the Gotham City Jail. And Rubble said, "Oi, stop! What do you think you're doing with my tractor, bad cop? Get out of there. Come on, Chase, let's get him." So in came Chase. And he said, "Joker, what are you doing in my police car? Stop!" And as Rubble looked at the bad cop, he jumped up and took him down. Ha ha! Now who's winning? So Rubble got his bucket from his tractor and pushed the bad cop out of the way. But the Joker said, "No way, I'm not having that," as Batman came in and said, "What's going on here? Joker, bad cop? What are you guys doing here?" And Rubble said, "They stole our cars. Joker stole a police car and bad cop stole a tractor," as the Joker run down Chase. "Oh no, I'm not having that," said Batman, as he made sure the bad cop was down for good. Now it's Joker's turn, as Chase got back up. "Come on, Chase, drag the bad cop away." Now is It's your turn, Joker. Don't think you're getting away with this. So Rubble raised his bucket on the front of his tractor and he tried to take down the Joker. Bush, and he still couldn't take the Joker down. But he had a cool idea to use his drill. So he put the drill up and he said, that's it, you're going down. Pew! And he managed to take the Joker down. Good job, said Chase. I can now have my police car back. So they put the Joker into the zapping machine on the top of Gotham City. Go on, Batman, zap him. Bzz, 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 bzz. And the zapping machine had taken the Joker away. So working as a team, Chase, Rubble and Batman managed to get the cars and their tractors back. Don't forget to subscribe, said Chase. Peppa Pig and Marshall were at the treehouse when Marshall said, "Hey Peppa, do you think you could try and fix the elevator for me?" "Of course I could," said Peppa. So Peppa said, "I'm going to have to climb onto the top of the branch though," as Peppa climbed up on top of the treehouse. But she was actually on top of the tree. "Oh no," Peppa said. "I've managed to fix it, but I'm stuck." "Wait there," shouted Marshall. "I'll jump up and I'll try to help you." "Oh, you're too far up for me," said Marshall. "I better go and get some help, quick." "Hold on, Peppa. It won't be long." So Marshall headed off down the slide to go and get some help. Meanwhile, Chase and Rubble were at the police station in Paw Patrol Land when Marshall came running in, all out of breath. And Chase said, "What's up, Marshall?" Marshall said, "Quick, you have to come. It's Peppa." "What about Peppa?" said Rubble. "She's in trouble." "Oh no, really?" "Let's go." "Follow me," said Marshall, as Marshall headed off back to the treehouse. "Let's go," Chase said. So Rubble jumped into his tractor and off he went, following Marshall. "Come on, Chase," shouted Rubble. "Let's go." So Chase jumped up and said, "Come on, we can do this. Let's go and save Peppa together." So off they went to save Peppa. So Marshall got back to the treehouse and Peppa was still fine. "Hold on," Marshall said. "I've managed to find Chase and Rubble." "Oh, great stuff," Peppa said. "Hopefully they can save me." As Marshall jumped back up, just in case Peppa needed him. "So where are they?" said Peppa. And here Chase came flying in. And he said, "Oh, you're stuck up the tree. How did you get up there? Never mind. Let's get you down first. That's our main priority." As Rubble came in, and Rubble couldn't believe it, he said, "Oh no, how did you get up there? I've got a cool idea how to get you down. I can use my tractor to get you down." So Rubble got into position and lifted the front bucket on his tractor up and angled it just so Peppa could jump in. And he said, "Jump in, Peppa." But Peppa was really scared. And Marshall said, "It's okay, Peppa. It's a big tractor and it's a big bucket. And you can trust us and Rubble." "Okay," said Peppa. "I'll trust you guys." As Peppa moved forward and jumped into the bucket. "Wow! Yay!" everyone shouted. Peppa's safe and they could all relax. So come on, Rubble, bring Peppa over here so we can have a word. So Rubble moved forward and tried to drop down Peppa as softly as he could, but it is a tractor after all. And Peppa rolled out, just like a little piggy. But Peppa was just fine, and she said, "Thanks guys, I can't thank you enough, you really saved me this time." "What was you doing up there though?" said Chase and Rubble. "Oh, I was just trying to fix the cool lift that we have for the treehouse." But it was Marshall who came down and said, "Hey guys, it was my fault. I should have done it. I shouldn't have let Peppa do it. After all, I am a firefighter and used to climbing up trees." It's okay, but at least we fixed the lift and Peppa's safe, so everyone's a winner. So at least Peppa was safe is the main thing. Paw Patrol to the rescue. Don't forget to subscribe in our garbage truck, said Peppa. Come on, George, follow me. Let's jump inside. So Peppa goes inside the garbage truck, followed by George. And George said, wow, the truck's the same colour as my t-shirt. That's my favourite colour, blue. As George jumped into the garbage truck as well. And it was time to go on the garbage truck run. But where would they go? Where are we going? Said George. You'll see, said Peppa. So off they went to their first destination. Wow. It's only the workshop down in Pontypandy, said George. Really? Ah, super cool. Tom Thomas said, finally, you're here. I've been waiting ages for you guys to turn up. Where have you been? Ah, we've been busy. It's our first day on a job. So Peppa said, hey Tom Thomas, how are you? I'm great, Thomas said. Can't wait for you guys to take my rubbish away so then I can fill it back up again. So Peppa goes behind the garbage truck and pushes the bucket to the back of the truck and said, go on George, hit the button. So George hit the button and up and down the garbage truck went, emptying the garbage out of the bin. Wow, said Thomas. I love your truck, Peppa. Looks so cool. Great job, Peppa, said Thomas. I'll see you next month. See you next month, said Peppa, as Peppa headed back into the truck. And once she was in the truck, it was time to go. But where would they go next? So off they go. They go into Pontypandy Fire Station. See you next time. Pontypandy Fire Station. Fireman Sam and Naughty Norman were waiting patiently for Peppa and George to arrive. Once they arrived, they turned the truck around and they got into position, reversing into the bin. Whilst Peppa jumped out and made her way over to Fireman Sam and said, hey guys, how are you two today? And Norman and Fireman Sam were great. What a sunny day it is, said Norman. It's a great day to be out on the bins, collecting everyone's rubbish. Watch this, Norman. Watch how cool George is now. Press the button, George, said Norman. So up and down the bin went. Wow, Norman said. That is so cool. I know, it's so much fun, shouted George. But it was time to go. So once they released the bin from the back of the truck, it was time for Peppa to jump back in. And once Peppa jumped back in, they were off again. Where are you off now? Asked Fireman Sam. Our next destination is the garage. I wonder who will be at the garage. See you next time, guys. It's only Daddy Pig, look, shouted Peppa and George out of the window as they reversed onto this bin at the garage. Wow. So Peppa jumps out of the garbage truck as always and she said, hey Daddy, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm just looking after the garage for Grandad Dog. Dog's like, he always loves to go out and about. Wow, look at that, said Daddy Pig. That looks like so much fun. Is George doing that? He definitely is, said Peppa. Wow, what a cool job you guys have. I'm so proud of you. George loves pushing the button up and down to get the bin down. Good job, George, you finished now. Time to jump out. Should we stay with Daddy Pig for the day? Are we done? Said George. Wow. Hey Daddy, how are you today? I'm great. I'm just looking after the garage for Grandad Dog, said Daddy Pig. Wow, look at that cool fire engine. I know. It's in for a service. So Peppa and George, they a monthly run. But I wonder if George and Peppa would do this again. We really enjoy this job, said Peppa and George. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to like this video. And he was expecting some very special trains to come in to the garage today. But I wonder who it would be. So Emmett waited. And then he could see him coming. And he said, look guys, here they are now. And you knew who it was. It was the famous Thomas the Tank Engine and Mavis. And Thomas said, hey Emmett, how are you? I'm great, said Emmett. How are you, Mavis? Emmett said. And Mavis was just fine. What a cool garage you have, Emmett, said Thomas. And we could really do with this service. Well, I am the master builder, said Emmett. And I can do the servicing too. So who's going to go first? So Mavis jumped on first. And Emmett said, watch this now, Thomas. Watch my famous light. And this light tells me everything that's wrong with the car, like a scanner. So basically all I have to do is scan whatever is in front of me and I know what's wrong with it. And Emmett got to work. All done now, Mavis. It's time for Thomas. So Emmett scans Thomas and gets to work. All done now, said Emmett. Great job, guys. How are you both feeling? Thomas and Mavis were feeling fantastic and said, thanks, Emmett, you're the best master builder ever. We'll definitely recommend the other trains to come to you. So if you guys liked Emmett fixing Thomas and Mavis, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more at the Pontypandy office when he sees Tom Thomas coming in his helicopter. Wow, said Marshall. Your helicopter's looking great, Tom Thomas. Have you cleaned her? Of course. I always give it a clean in the morning. It's looking really good, Marshall said. I'm expecting some of my friends to come round. They'd love to see a helicopter. Would you be able to show them? Of course, said Tom Thomas. Hey, Chase, said Thomas. How are you? And Chase was just fine. But who's coming with you? It's only one of your best friends, Rubble. Hey, Marshall. Hey, Chase. Hey, Tom Thomas. How are you? What a cool helicopter you got. Can we have a closer look at it? Of course. So Tom Thomas moved the helicopter closer for Rubble and Chase to have a look. Wow! It's so clean. It's one of my most favourite helicopters I've ever seen in my life. Really? This is one of the rescue helicopters for Pontypandy Fire Station and the Lookout and the Ocean Rescue Centre. Wow, I bet you've saved loads of people's lives in this. Definitely. I got loads of stories I could tell about this helicopter. So Rubble and Chase was really impressed with Tom Thomas's helicopter. What do you guys think of Tom Thomas's helicopter? Do you like it? So Marshall said, come on guys, should we all go and get some food? So after looking at the helicopter, they all went off to have some food. Do you think you could take us out in the helicopter someday, Tom Thomas? Of course. Anytime you like, just pop round and ask, as long as we're not busy. So come on then, let's go and get some food.
Peppa Pig and Fireman.
So if you like this helicopter, give this video a like to have food.
And don't
And it
forget
was
to
dinner time at the
subscribe,
Pontypandy
said
Fire
Marshall.
Station when Peppa said, hey Sam, I've got a few friends coming over today, is that okay? And Sam said, of course, who's coming? So who would come for dinner with Peppa and Sam? I wonder who it would be. And out of nowhere came in Tom Thomas in his Pontypandy helicopter and said, hey guys, food looks great from up here. Do you mind if I join you? Of course not, said Sam. So Sam joined and said, "Hey, come on Tom Thomas, land the helicopter so you can come and join us for food." But there were still more places at the table. There was 4 in total. So I wonder who else would come to have food with Peppa and Sam. Of course, it's Ryder from Paw Patrol. And Ryder said, "Oh, look at that, the table's just the right height for me. I don't even have to get off my quad bike." Wow. So Tom Thomas got out and shook Sam's hand and said, "Thanks, Sam, for letting me have food with you. That's okay. Come on, let's tuck in." So Peppa Pig, Fireman Sam, Tom Thomas and Ryder all started to eat their food. And it was really tasty. So good, said Sam. "Hope you guys like it." But out of nowhere came Officer Steele. And Officer Steele said, "Is there any room for me, Sam?" "No, there isn't. There's only 4 plates and 4 knives and forks." But Sam said, "That's okay. I'll jump up and you can sit in my chair because I'm full now." "Oh, really?" Sam was so generous as he hopped off. And Officer Steele took his place. And Peppa said, "Oh, I love having food with my friends. Do you guys like having food with your friends? If you do, comment below and like this video. Thanks, Sam. He makes the best dinner ever." "Don't forget to subscribe," said Peppa Pig.